Behind the new chapel building, which is adjacent to the organ workshop here at Tango Towers, and the aerial on the left is a copy of a silver rod, and unfortunately either the test of time of 20 years of it being up have caused it to the cable to come taped from the mast, so it's dragging on the coaxial plug. Or whether the builders did that, I don't know. To the right is an aerial we used as a scanner aerial. We had both of that. We had the not the Midland. We had the Harrier CBHQ on a shelf at the back of the organ workshop, and we had a crystal controlled realistic scanner. So what I want to do is see whether we can reinstate this aerial without doing silly work. The cable is just dangling on the ground, so what we need to do is to put a hole through the wall. I'll do a small one from the inside, and then we'll do the bigger one from the outside. That's 11mm cable. Now there's a lot of insulation in this wall, so that's going to be quite kind of interesting. So what I've done is gone from the inside with the big drill, which is 14mm. Then I've gone through the second layer of bricks with the 8mm bit, so that we didn't have as much breakout as we would do if we had the big drill. So we're going to do the final bit through this bit of brick with the best little hammer drill. There we go. It's 340mm the thickness of the wall. Trouble is, you know, this is much shorter than I ever thought. We're going to end up with a fly lead, aren't we? And we've got some debris in there which I can't budge. It catches up on the insulation inside in the cavity. Right, we're in. Now I've ordered some cable clips. I've had to do eBay because our local, we've got Toolstation and Screwfix within 8 miles, and neither of them carry 12mm cable clips, so I've ordered some off eBay. Unless we can improve the way it is. If it works, may end up of course changing the cable, so we'll see what happens. Well, believe it or not, I've managed to get enough of it on. So we're going to get the MFJ analyzer on it. There's nothing to solder to, so there's no point in trying. So got to change the cable. Have I damaged the thread of that as well? I suspect so. Right, well, it's gone over. So let's put the MFJ analyzer on. Let's widen this shot a bit. Switch this on. And we're going to want 27 megs. Let's see where it was. That was 29. So we'll drop it to 27.8, something like that. Let's see what we get. Well, this plug's pretty knackered, but we've actually got an SWR peaking at 27.6. So I'll tell you what, we'll be able to safely use that. It's going to not be good. It's going to affect receive monitors transmit with damaged cable like that, but it's not going to kill the radio. So I'll get my base station on here, and there you are. That's today's daft little short video. At least we've made a start, but there's nothing I can do except put scaffolding up and change the cable. We're coming to what, to end of October. I don't need to be doing this till next year, so I don't think we're going to be having much of base station fun in here, but we'll nevertheless connect the Harrier CBHQ into here. Now I've ordered a shelf to go just there, and that's what we'll do. So we won't be fitting the cable clips. We'll get a new cable in there, and then things will be as right as rain. We always had good range from that aerial, so I don't think the aerial's going to be, well, aerial clearly isn't problematic with an SWR like that, despite the knackered cable. What I've decided to do was to plug in a Maxcom 7E that Alan very kindly passed on to me, the mystery benefactor. So I'll tell you what, we'll take it out of its nappy, and you know what, I'll service this next instead of our trade customers set. One Anna Roger. You'll be lucky. So I think we won't do the Colt 295A, we'll do this Maxcom 7E, and then at least we know we've got a Maxcom 7E that's actually mine. Doesn't have to go back to a customer for us to play with for little things like this. So there you go. So not a satisfactory result because it's more work. I'll have to order more cable in. It's an arm and leg. It's that's industrial cable, and I'm not using stuff aimed at the CB market or even the amateur radio market. So we'll be back on the industrial one. I don't think we've got enough left on a reel to do. I'll tell you what, we'll do it in thin cable. That's still expensive enough, but we'll do it in thin cable because it doesn't need to be thick. Right, I'll just go into the organ workshop with you. The organ workshop is the next organ. We stopped work on this in 2010, and it's 2/3 done. It was playable, got no pedal section in, but the pedal pipes are in. The pedal section has been put on electric action, just like we had to do with the Fortune Andrews in the chapel. I got to the stage where we did the keyboards, 2 manual organ there, it's got clutter on it, and I then saw that the material used, probably done in the 1920s, this is an 1890s organ, was unacceptably bad. So although they cleaned, there's some kind of early plastic, celluloid stuff, although they did clean, within 2 weeks they were looking grubby, and 10 years later they look unacceptably grubby. So what we're going to do is take the keyboards out and replace the whites with brand new ones. These aren't cheap either. You know, about 60 quid a box. These are grained, high quality plastic. So we'll get those on. We've got enough clamps to do 6 at a time. So it'll be 6 per day. There's no grass growing around. It's been here 10 years. We've got other things to do, but I want to get on with it. The casework is actually at my neighbour's half a mile down the road, if the mice haven't eaten it. So there you go. This is 1890s organ, and it was from Burton Road, Lincoln. I think we bought it in 2010, might be earlier. So there you go. That's the next organ. So thanks for watching.